Hey boys, welcome back to the channel for some more Rugby League 26 info and discussions here, and we have a bit of an exciting video coming up, and probably a couple of videos. There's quite a bit to actually unpack. Now, a huge shout out to Odd1X. He showed me this. I've also seen people have linked Odd1X's video and these notes slash details in on the Facebook group, and probably the Rugby League. I think there's a Rugby League 26 forum open now as well on Big Ant Studio, so I've got to check that out. But big shout out to Odd1X, one of his Discord members. Had a little play test. Apparently the play test was for students, and he was invited to play as well. He was apparently just in the area, or like a brother of someone doing it. And yeah, no footage or anything like that, but he did jot down a bunch of things that he first impressions, basically. So I mean, I guess take everything with a grain of salt, but it seems pretty legit. He took a little selfie with Ross. It'd be a weird thing to sort of lie about and put like this much detail into a list. It would be very strange if he was lying about it. So I fully think this is legit. I will link Odd1X's channel or slash video. He's already made a video discussing a few of these points, and he also has the link to the full list, the full details. So I'll link that. Go check that out. And I thought in this video I'll just go through a bunch of the key points. There's a lot. He's got them all listed. I think, how many are there? There's 93 dot points. There's a he honestly, I appreciate, I respect the detail in which he's put a lot of things. A few things are a bit like, what does he mean by this? But we'll go through the main key points first off. I'll probably do another there's a few. I'll say there's a lot of promising things in this list. There's a few concerning things as well, so I'll probably make a video going over the things that concern me. But in this one, we'll just go through the main key points that I've seen. I've got it's a long list, so I'll probably miss some major points. I'll talk about in another one, give my opinions. But yeah, let us go through the major parts of it, shall we? So, first off and foremost, the couple of big key points here, not gameplay related, but a couple of things we've been speculating. The cover athlete, so it was confirmed on one of the footy shows that Nathan Cleary was going to be the male cover star for the Oz version. Apparently it was like leaked, like Ross Simmons talked about it, that the NRL wouldn't have given them permission to do it, but they fucking leaked it. I don't know. The NRL are being very strange with their marketing. They've got like, just start marketing the game. I don't understand. But Nathan Cleary was confirmed a couple of days ago, and in this he does say Jamie Chapman, similar to the Super League one. It'll be a male and a female cover star, which makes sense. You know, people will carry on about, should be like this player or this player, but it makes sense. A male star, a female star, and big names, Nathan Cleary, and apparently Jamie Chapman is the female star. Now, unless he maybe they told him it was Jamie Chapman, or he got the name mixed up, but apparently, like, Jamie Chapman, obviously one of the stars of the game. So that's one tidbit. The other one is quite interesting. So the other commentator, and the wording, there was talk about it. So Ross confirmed that there were multiple teams of commentators. So whether or not there's more, but apparently Vossi has been confirmed as the main commentator at the moment, and the other one they told him was Cam. So apparently during the gameplay he was muted. They didn't have his commentary during the play test, but Cameron Smith will be the other main commentator. Now I wonder, I still think there's obviously more commentators, because Ross did specifically say that there's multiple teams of commentators, so I still think it's going to be Super League and then NRL, but We don't know yet. But Cameron Smith, very interesting choice. I personally, I don't really watch Channel 9 Rugby League anymore, barring like Origin and a couple of games. Like if KO's shit in the bed, I'll watch Channel 9. But I pretty much watch Fox. There's obviously some big names. I mean, Cameron Smith, I think, is actually like a pretty damn good commentator. But it'll be interesting to see how he works in a video game sense, because he's not necessarily over the top, or as people have said, I don't think he has like too many catchphrases like some of the other guys that have been around the block a bit. So I actually like the idea of that. Vossi will be the main guy, he'll be the energy, and then Cam Smith will piggyback off that, I think. But I don't mind it. I think Cameron Smith actually is pretty good. It'll just be interesting to see how it translates to the game sense. But yes, keen to see how much how many other commentators there are, because again, go back to the point that he did say that there's multiple teams of commentators. So there's a lot of other little things, like what stadiums are in here. I might do another video going over more of these little topics here. There's quite a few player ratings / team ratings. He did open some packs. They are able to open some packs. He does say it's similar, some lightning animation similar to FIFA, with gold and silver. With gold and silver blue, 90 plus is blue. Okay, I don't quite understand what that. I think like gold, silver, and blue. Like gold's the top, silver, and then blue. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with like packs and stuff. I mean, there's going to be a rarity system, and I actually don't know. Like, if you get a rarer card of a player, are his stats better on the card? I don't even know. I really haven't played like FIFA and those American-based sports games in years, and I haven't really delved into the pack openings. But it'll be a fun little aspect as well. The pack openings, pro team, if it's good. But yeah, he goes into player ratings and team ratings again. Odd1X talked about that in his video. Maybe I'll do another video going over the ratings to give my thoughts. There's quite a few interesting ratings overall, but nothing. That's for another time. Point here, 6 agains are in the game, which obviously makes sense. It'd be strange if 6 agains weren't part of the game. They obviously have to include the rules, the new rules of the NRL. Apparently, though, captain challenges aren't. I don't think. I'm pretty sure going through this, there weren't captain challenges. But yeah, 6 agains are in the game. I did hear Odd1X, I think the guy messaged saying it was, getting caught at marker was probably the main way he was giving 6 agains. It works how it would in real life. Inside your 40, it's a penalty, and then outside the 40-meter zone, it's a 6 again, a restart. What else? There's quite a bit here, a good bit of info about the AI. The AI is apparently a lot more improved. He says the AI now chip kicks to wingers. I mean, chip kicks in general, really, the AI kicking game was always very lacking. Like, they put up bombs, but the bombs were shocking. They obviously, punt kicks downfield were the go-to, and then grubbers, but the grubbers were pretty... oh my god, this crow. I don't know if you can hear it. The fucking crow's so loud next to me. But yeah, the grubbers were impossible to defend, so it'll be interesting to see how the grubbers are. But yeah, chip kicks, I don't think I've ever seen the AI do it, like a chip kick or a kick to sort of a player like that. So it's interesting he says they chip kick 2 wingers, which honestly, that's going to be pretty exciting. Hopefully, I've always hoped for a set play in the game for kicks. I think the rugby union game, one of the union games that came out recently had a set play. You could do a kick to a winger, that type of thing. So hopefully that's part of it. Also on set plays, there's no talk about it in here. Odd1X did, I think he had in the comments section of his video that they had that turned off. They didn't have set plays in the build that they were playing. So I'd be very shocked if there weren't set plays. The lines for like player runs and like, you know, if you played any of the league games before, you'll know what I'm talking about with the lines of players running. Certain plays were still in there. So you still have like your basic plays, but they had set plays, like the actual set plays turned off in the build. So again, I would very much expect there to be some form of set plays. I hope it's a lot more advanced, a lot more in-depth, but I mean, if it's just a bit more in-depth than Live 4, I'll be pretty happy, because I still think Live 4 has pretty good set plays. There's quite a few varieties. Even the set ones they have different options depending where you are on the field. So I'm keen to see that. He does say chips are the same. That could be one we talk about in the potential concerns, because I got to say that the chip kicks in Live 4 were very annoying. So we'll talk about that maybe in another video. But he does say that grubbers are improved, which, thank God, the grubbering in Live 4 was atrocious. Like you always just grub at it sort of in front of you, and then everyone, like, whoever kicked it was the guy that always got the footy, basically. Like, occasionally you could kick it to someone, but it was so finicky. So I'm excited to see how the grubbers have improved. Scoring from contested catches is easier. That's interesting wording, because the contested catching in Live 4, like, I don't know, like, it's easy to an extent. The main problem I have with like the contested catching like that is what's it called? The way they put the ball down when they catch it. They sort of just catch it and then plant it down like in the same motion. It was just very, very odd, the animation for it. I think there is comments here. I do remember Odd1X talking about it, that the contested catching is similar to the AFL 26, which I did play a little bit of AFL 26. I couldn't really get into it as much as I was thinking I might, but the way that works is like there's a circle and it'll like get smaller. You have to sort of position yourself in a zone, and then you sort of hit the button when the circle meets the other circle. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And then it, you know, if you're in a better position, you'll take the catch. It actually, I think if they do implement that, it'll be a lot better, because it's not just like an RNG catch. Like, you have to actually you sort of have to position yourself in a better position, and you'll take the catch. So that'll be nice. Reynolds kicked farther than Flanagan, assuming that kicking stats now accurately represent kicking ability on field. Again, whether or not he just kicked it worse with Flanagan or just better with Reynolds, but from what he's saying, a better kicker has much more distance, which is great. Like, I still in pretty much every league game, you could kick with a front rower and still boot it like 50 meters downfield. Like, you could nail it with any player on the field. So hopefully that is true. It does ring true. Actually, he does say here, number 24, contested catches are like AFL 26 with matching circles, like I was talking about. Lighting and stadium atmosphere a lot better than Live 4. Exciting. I mean, I thought the stadiums, I mean, the atmosphere was never like overly great in Live 4, but I think the stadiums and lighting was pretty good still, so it's good that that's improved. Crowd now chants defense and pass during the game. Exciting stuff. We'll skip a little bit. There's a heap of stuff. Like, I'll probably will have to make it. I'll be talking here for like 2 hours if I go through everything. But what else is like majorly important? He does talk about new try celebrations. There's one here, player screams to the camera and then the camera moves away. Player punts the ball after scoring. Players celebrate together. Random other players jump into the pile. So he's got 3 different scoring animations. He does say no custom try celebrations. He does say maybe custom try celebrations based on players. Like, if Hemiso scores, he does the fin up or the hammerhead shark fin, whatever he calls it. Bunker is the same as Live 4. Walsh is fast, potentially pointing to accurate depictions of speed finally. So I think he does talk about that more in another point that, yeah, he does the fast players feel a lot faster. Again, hopefully that's good signings as well as the kicking. If the players are just generally a lot faster, that'll be very exciting. What else? What else is like a big time? Again, I'm skipping quite a bit. There's a lot of details. Just trying to get to the main points in this video, and then we might go into a bit more depth. What else? He does say build a stadium is back. I'm pretty sure that's been in the previous league games, but obviously that's good regardless. As much customization, Big Ant have always had like great customization, and that's just exciting. You can make old school stadiums, you can make whatever you want, so that's always good. What else have we got? Oh, big one here, the passing. Honestly, one of the biggest points. Passing before tackles is like Rugby League Live 3 again. No check delay, which I'm very excited by. I just felt like Live 3, it does make it a little bit more arcadey, but it's just funner. Like, in Live 4, you just couldn't do quick hands a lot of the time. Like, you just had that slight delay as you caught it and then you passed it. I wouldn't mind if they had, like, if you went for a quick pass, there was a chance for the ball to sort of hit the deck or the pass go a bit astray, but it just feels a lot funner to be able to actually do quick hands across your attacking line to get it out to the winger. It says not as floaty as Live 4, which again, yeah, there were plenty of times where you passed it and it just sort of floated and you couldn't get that nice crisp ball away, so that's exciting. Support players follow through during line breaks 50% of the time, he says. Obviously, that they didn't play, I think he only played like a couple of games, so again, take that with a grain of salt how often that actually happens, but I think that's good. Like, you don't want to be too easy where every time you make a line break, you've got like 3 support players and you're going to score a try every time, right? Like, there's plenty of times in real life footy where you make a line break and there aren't support players. They can't get there in time. So I like that it's not happening every time. He talks about you can dig into the line more without before passing, which again, huge in Live 4. If you played it, you know the issue. If you went into the line, you felt like you passed it before you copped a shot, and then no, they tackle you, like you copped a big hit, you didn't pass it, and it's like, no, I pressed the pass button like fucking before that happened. So that was always a frustration. So that's exciting to see that you can actually take it to the line, more of a draw and pass. What else have we got? That might almost do it. Again, there's so much more. There's quite a few. Again, I'll do another video going through the concerning aspects, and then there's more stuff to go through. But just the main points, I want to sort of wrap it up, not go on too long. What else? Any other major ones? Decent one here. When doing cutout passes, it now shows player numbers on top of the players, not just sort of, you know how it does when you hold down the pass button, it has like triangle, circle, square, X for like who you're going to hit. This also now shows their player number, so either like number 1 for the fullback or 10 for a prop or whatever, I'm assuming. So that's good, because sometimes you don't know, like, it's a little hard to tell sometimes with the camera angle who's actually getting the footy at times. So with that, you can, like, it's going to be easier to hit the man you want to hit, right? Unless cutting out to a prop, you can hit your center. You know, sometimes the players are a bit all over the shop, so that's good. What else? He also says faster than Rugby League Live 4, which I think is a good thing. AI, and then quite a few good points here with AI. So AI passes to support players after line breaks. I mean, obviously that's nice. AI punt unless close. AI did overlap. AI can run it on the last. So a couple of improvements to the AI, just making smarter. I'm pretty sure he said, I think Odd1X said that he played it on pro difficulty. I'm assuming that's like middle difficulty. There's going to be veteran and then legend if it's similar to the others. So yeah, if the AI just are a little bit more, play a bit more footy, that'd be exciting. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this first impressions, the main takeaways from this leaked info. Yeah, like I said, there's a few concerning parts or things that I wouldn't mind talking about to hope they can improve or you know, just to give a little balance to it. And then, I don't know, we might go through some of the other points as well. There's a lot. There's 93 points. Like I said, I'll link Odd1X's video. He has the full list as well, so you guys can go through it. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, the Rugby League 26 discussion. Hopefully we get some official stuff soon. But yeah, make sure to like and comment. I'll see you guys in the next one.